6-week master series, but this is class 2. Like always, before we get started, I like to always take our energies back to its original state by saying this clear prayer. So I would like everyone to humble their spirits, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in the breath of life, which is Chai, and receive these words in the ancient tongue. Machshava habetula hatehora harishona lifnei ze haemet yud hey vav hey yud hey vav hey yud hey vav hey. Once again, this is the thought before the pre-thought. Taking your soul back to its beginning, your Breshit, your beginning. Not just the Genesis energy in which the universe was created, but your Genesis. Last week line, we went over the first line of the Beco'Ach. We went over the history and the origin of the Beco'Ach and the composition of Beco'Ach. Before we get started in our presentation for tonight, I like to always go over what we learned the previous week. So we went over Ana Beco'Ach, Gdulat, Yemincha, Tatir, Tzrura. The sequence was Aleph, Beit, Gimel, Yud, Tav, Tzadik. This is the sequence in which you had to use to meditate to activate this energy of this first line. It may, some who are just getting into pronouncing this prayer, learning Hebrew for the first time, it be kind of challenging to pronounce it. So as you practicing to pronounce it, the most important thing is you still have the sequence that will allow you to activate the energy. Let's go into this week's line. Yom Sheni. Yom Sheni is the second day of the week, which is also just called second in Hebrew. This is Monday. We are meditating and using the energy of Gvorah. Gvorah literally mean courage. This is out the energy globe, the sphere of the tree of life. Remember, dealing with the Beco'Ach, we are truly tapping into the tree of life energy. Here's our second line, you guys. Kabel rinat amcha shegavenu taharenu nora. I'll say it again. Kabel rinat amcha shegavenu taharenu nora. Accept the song of your people, your nation, humanity. Empower us. Make us pure. Awesome One, Lord God. The first week, the opening prayer, the seed, the root of the prayer, we asked him to come down personally for each and every last one of us with the strength of his right arm to untangle our knot of faith. So now, let's say he and work through you, he working that energy, that first, how would you say, opening connection to that light has been, the entrance has occurred, source is there. So now you have his attention. Now you saying, accept the song of our people, the people, not just me, the unity consciousness, humanity. When we call on and ask for source to come and help us, by truly understanding that we are all part of a whole, we know and understand that this is not just for us. When one of us heals, we heal a multitude. We heal a multitude. Most people don't understand the power of the unity consciousness. The second line of the Ana Beco'Ach, with the spear from the tree of life, Gvura, is courage. Now we know we want and need chesed and courage. Now, mind you, you asked him with grace to come with his right arm. Now you know he's here. You have his attention. You got the attention and you have connected to the heavenly realm. So at this point, you're asking for courage for this next step. The sequence of this letter is Kra Satan. Literally mean tear out the devil. Tear out the Satan. When reciting and meditating on this line, we ask to tear the Satan out of our lives. But we ask him forcefully. Snatch it. Take it from me. Satan is not an external force that lives with a tail, with horns, external from us, underground, in the pits of fire, the way that we were taught. It's an internal negative force within us that is considered to be our reactive nature, ego at times. This is important for us to truly internalize. When we ask Spirit to remove things that no longer serve us, that's when you truly in their understanding that things that no longer serve you, most cases are the things that we are attached to. Relationships, habits, careers, different things that we have become accustomed to, that they really don't serve our highest good. They really don't. They're not for us or our soul's purpose. But we've been here and we have to unlearn what we learned in order to get on this right path. So you're asking him to come, help clean out. You asked him to open up and clear out the unknotted faith. Now you're asking him, okay, let's channel this light through me. Help me cleanse out the darkness within me. The darkness, the ego need validation. The ego need acceptance. The ego needs community, but not in a healthy way. Because most cases, a lot of us been in communities and in relationships and different families, so to speak, that really wasn't service our highest good. We had to be constantly going along, shutting down parts of ourselves just to be accepted, just to be part, or just to be loved. A lot of us only know conditional love. I love him because he buy me chocolate. My mother loves me because I am the daughter that keeps the house clean. Everything has been through conditioning, through some type of exchange, but not for our highest good. Not out of light, not out of unconditional love. And most of it wasn't just simple. If we really trust in spirit and trust to be led, that's when simplicity comes. We are asking God for gvura, courage, to remove that low vibration, reactive nature, negativity from us. Now let's not pretend like we ain't all had an envious thought. Whether it was about, I wish my body was smaller than hers. I wish my hair would curl like that. It's so many different things. And then a lot of us have pure hearts. I truly believe that. But because we've been in this society of competition, in this society that you need to be accepted, you got to be the best, you got to run the fastest, everything is do more, be more, as opposed to just accepting who we are. It causes envy. It causes competition. It causes negative thoughts, inconsideration. It causes you to step and trample off on other people. It causes a negative behavior. So that was in us, and we're constantly working to clear that out. But that's our reality. We asking to get this out of us. Constantly asking daily, please, Lord, remove all that no longer serve me for my highest good, my sole purpose. From also to not be influenced by negativity of others. For asking for courage, strength against being provoked. Come on now. How many of us, we have meditated, we have put on our spiritual armor, we're good. You feeling peaceful, you feeling loved. You get in a car and somebody came and cut you off. Then all of a it didn't take but a few minutes. Then you be like, this, and then we start getting agitated, and that energy just took over us. So we're constantly asking to be in that spiritual light, to be in that energy in which we are centered, cleansed of being provoked, strengthened against provoked. When someone's bother us, we should stop and think before reacting, so that we won't act against our true nature. When we say our true nature is once we are on this path to mastery, you're working overtime daily. And I'm speaking to the women in this chat. We're doing the work to be the highest of our self-mastery, and literally being led on a higher spiritual journey, and consistent and centered. But as we all know, this is a walk. This is a journey. There's no one and done thing. It's not an energy clearing, I cried a few times and that's it, I have arrived. We really have to continuously put forth intentions, pure, clean, light intentions, this Ana Beco'Ach prayer, to assist us to keep that energy, positive energy, light energy, high vibration, high consciousness going through us. Reacting is an expression of ego, because your ego is the first thing that it attacks. It'll bruise. It bruises your ego when you get cut off. It bruises your ego when somebody speak over you. A lot of people didn't truly understand when Yeshua, or for those who call him Christ, he would say, turn the other cheek. He wasn't saying turn the other cheek as if you were weak. When you truly understand, Lord, forgive them, for they know not. A lot of people are not aware of how this energy can be different. How many of us, prior to being through initiations, prior to having the spiritual awakening, were in a place where we did despicable things to ourselves, most cases self-inflicted things, that causes us to cause a ripple effect in our lives that really kind of messed us all up, caused traumas, allowed certain things. By not activating your throat chakra, by not speaking your truth, you allowed certain things. So all those things helped to your ego. It was part of your ego. So now we're asking not to be provoked by that, not to be part of that energy. Acting is an expression of spirit. When you take your time, when someone cuts you off and you say, you know what? I don't know where he rushed into, but I pray he be safe, and leave it alone. That's for your highest good, i.e. spirit, or i.e. the higher self. Ask for the strength to be proactive. Stop calculating and second guessing yourself. This is the beauty of tapping in. This is the beauty of having these psychic abilities. This is the beauty of having our sensors, our gut feelings, our vibratings, however you receive energy, however your body tell you no is no, listen to it. Listen to it. Allow your body, allow your spirit to lead you. When you start taking things in a slower pace, it allows spirit, the heavenly realm, our ancestors, to help lead us, as opposed to just being reactionaries, moving fast on this hamster wheel, constantly running, moving. And then that's how we keep running into these walls. Your good intentions, pray, meditate, stay centered, to forget your doubts, suspend your disbelief, and go with the flow, allowing the laws of the universe to work. Pray for courage to allow the natural processes to unfold. Pray to keep the gates of certainty, open. This line of the Beco'Ach has the power to change your life. Meditate on what you need change. Visualize the outcome you wish to see. This sequence will assist you. Only in this line, if you to switch the letters around, instead of krasatan, tear out the Satan, you have sha'ar katan, which is a small gate or window. I'm going to pause right there. The reason why it's important that I stated in this sequence, you can change it, because the power of the Beco'Ach, the power of these sequences is so prudent to be read from right to left, to be read in its context. That's the power. That's the activation. But in this case, if you switch krasatan to sha'ar katan, you get a small window. It means small gate. Every time I let my reaction, my negative energy, or my ego to take over, letting negative, judgmental, pride, all those lower qualities, energies take over, I am creating a hole in the energy field around me. My protection, my auric field, my energy field. We are in control of our own energetic field. We all have an energy field around us. Most people can't see it. I believe the women on this chat can. Although you have some that can, every time you let that negative reaction take over you, you are creating a hole in your own protection. Your own protection shield, your bubble of light. With this sequence, we pray to close all small gates, holes that we created on the day to day. You can begin when you meditating and praying with the Beco'Ach. You can also come up with, those who do Reiki know this mantra. It's like just for today. See, when you start the just for today energy, you will begin to master each day. You will do your best and celebrate that. Do your best, but celebrate. Today, I had a beautiful day. I didn't get upset. I wasn't a reactionary. I was centered. I felt zen. This is to your highest good, but you will feel different. So this is the beauty of starting to use this energy, these practices, to become your highest self daily. Now we know that this is a 7-line prayer. Therefore, 7 lines with the 6 weeks. Yeah, on the 7th week, I rest like the Creator. Therefore, I broke this prayer down into 6 weeks. So this class, we go over 2 lines so we can get all the lines in. Here we are to Yom Shlishi. Yom Shlishi is Tuesday. This is the 3rd line of the Ana Beco'Ach. Na gibor dorshe yichudcha kevavat shamrem. I say this again. Na gibor dorshe yikudecha kevavat shomrem. Please, mighty one, the seeker of your unity, watch over them like the pupil of an eye. Now you asked him, you help cleanse me. Please watch me. Please stay close to me. Please keep that energy going with me. Watch me like a pupil in an eye. Who watched like a pupil in an eye? A mother. A mother watching them babies like a pupil. Like where did he go? I can't hear him. What they doing? That's almost, you're asking the source, you're asking Creator to be, watch over you, keep you that close like an infant. That's how you want him to watch you. That's how, protect me, keep me, hold me, watch me like you would do an infant. We are using the energy of glory, tiferet. We are connecting to the Sphira, tiferet, which means glory. This sequence is called Neged Yechash. Now, this sequence won't be switched around, but it is broken up. Neged Yechash is connecting to all sustenance, both physical and spiritual. When you use the word sustenance, that means both spiritual and physical. Rejuvenating our body, removing death from all aspects of life. Those who are on a shamanic journey know what it means to have deaths and rebirths, because you're constantly evolving and you're constantly having deaths and rebirths. And when we say deaths, we're talking about of your lower self. You're getting constantly, as you evolve, you're getting ready and letting go, letting that die, that lower aspect of you. So when we speak of deaths, of removing deaths from all aspects, you truly are asking to cleanse you from all that no longer serve you, all the things that are considered dead weight in your life, including relationships, businesses, gaining to avoid speaking evil, negative speech. See, you asking for this energy with the glory of God to keep you focused, to keep you clear. That's really, in a simple layman's term, you're just asking him to keep you focused, keep you centered, eyes on the prize. Now, breaking this sequence up, we use neged. Neged literally means against. This sequence, we pray to draw down the substance of all types, higher inequalities, wealth, health, and relationships. Now, we know that if you continuously to pray for higher inequalities, you become the magnet of all the other qualities, the health, the relationships, the wealth, the careers, what we will call the abundant. You will align to everything you need in your life, which we call today the abundance. With these letters, you meditate for substance. Here you are in a position where you have a direct connection with Source, with the heavenly realm. You have cleared out in the previous lines the negative forces. You're being watched and led at this point. So now you have God's ear. So now you're asking for higher qualities. Now you're asking for better health. Now you're asking for substance. We are in the 3D. We do need substance, currency, housing, shelter. We do need it. So you're asking for substance, both physical and spiritual, higher inequalities as well as the physical abundance. Only by sharing can we connect to the conscious stream of light force into our lives and being. When we say sharing, when you truly understand that unconditional love is free, y'all. It is free. Just to be, just to appreciate whatever someone else brings, especially if it's out of pure light. Just being grateful. Sharing the energy of the Beco'Ach is not sharing the actual science of the Beco'Ach. How do you share? You become the conduit of the light. You become the walking proof that God lives. That's how you do it. The second part of this sequence, these last 3 letters of this sequence, Yechash, they are a most powerful sequence for healing. Healing spiritually and healing internally. To return all our cells in our body to their embryonic state. Helps our cells to shake off negative energy that corrupts our DNA. Come on, y'all. All those different traumas that we have experienced through childhood, through young adulthood, some of us through adulthood, those traumas, literally, that energy latch onto your physical blood cells and feeds off of them. Sometimes it causes a coagulation of it, which causes serious blood clots, what causes heart attacks, what causes all kind of physical problems. That it all really starts from stress, hurt, heartache, disappointment, the things that we don't talk about, speaking up for ourselves, closed off chakras. All these things can be healed when meditating using this line. Picture these letters, Yechash. You can scan these letters. When we say scan, look at it very well before going into meditation. And then go in with the intention to heal. As a bright light, a bright white light, chasing any darkness that may be there. So again, you're going in to heal physically, but to heal physically, we have to clear out the darkness, which is spiritually. So you see how the physical and the spiritual is one and the same? We need it. We need it to go back to our embryonic state. We need the funnel of electrolytes, pure light going through us, a functioning energetic system. We need it. Visualize this bright light of these letters entering the cells in every organ. Those who have taken the initiation, that's using spirit to go in each limb, each organ of the body, but now you have a sequence that you can use with it. Any type of illness can be cured with spirit. Any type of illness can be cured with spirit, mainly if it is your time, it is your will, and it is God's will. And why do I state that, which is important? Because sometimes we know that certain illnesses, certain situations, until you get the full learning of it, till you fully understand whether it was a karmic debt or whether it was something bigger on a bigger surface. But anything can be healed through spirit with pure, humble intentions and changing your life over to what we call Shvil Letzadikim, which is the path of righteousness.